Boom. What is going on, guys? We got another happy Thursday going on, guys. What is going on? We're in the mix. It is Thursday, dude. Another live show. Man, just want to tell everybody happy Thursday. We all made it. Man, it has been a crazy week for me, but I'm just glad that we made it to Friday. Tomorrow's going to be Friday. That gives us a good flying weekend. The weather here in North Carolina is absolutely cold now. It went from yesterday being 65 degrees all the way down to 32 degrees today. So I don't know what's going on, but this is definitely not flying weather for me. However, for a lot of you guys out there, y'all are comfortable flying in that thing. So we will have to see. But yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's supposed to be halfway decent, man, but a little cold. But yeah, we've got a lot of good things going on, man. We have a good show for you guys tonight. We've had some new airplanes that have been dropped. We had one that has been dropped by Banana Hobby that we're going to go into detail about. I thought that was pretty cool. And then we've got some E-flite airplanes that came out that we're going to talk about too as well. So, but yeah, guys, such a really good time, man. So glad you guys are out here. Think it's been going to be pretty good. But first, let's go ahead and knock out this quick roll call. We got people already filing into the room here. We've got Turn One. Turn One was the first one in the room. So that salute off to you there, sir. And we've got Craig Bevan. We've got Stoke Production. What's going on, Jeremy? How are you doing, dude? And we've got, let's see here, Flyer Mikey. What's going on? We've got Josh Bunn, the great Josh Bunn, man. I'm just trying to be like you when I grow up, man. Have all this cool turbine jets, man. Let's see here. RC Flying Veteran, what's going on? We've got Stars and Stripes. What is going on over there? Hey, by the way, man, I sent you a message. I don't know if you got it or not, but check your inbox just to see. Let me know if you got it or not. Let's see here. And let me keep going down. Who else we got into the mix? Brandon Baker, what's going on? Charles McDaniel, he's here. Winston Brown, good to have you in here as always. And you said, nope, you didn't get it. All right, cool. I'll send you one again. I was trying to have you on to tonight's show, but I guess you didn't get it. So, but yeah, man, let me tell you something. Before we start talking about the airplane stuff, man, it has been completely crazy, man. I was out there working on my RC airplane trailer. What was that? Saturday. And had my trusty little cell phone right here sitting on the tailgate of my truck. And I hitched up the RC trailer and forgot to get my cell phone and had it on the back of my trailer on my truck. I go moseying down the road. And I was like, man, you know that weird feeling you get when you start checking your pockets? You're like, man, where's my phone? Did I leave it? And I was like, I know I didn't leave it on the back of my truck. And I realized almost when I got home that I left it on the back of my truck. So I whipped my truck around, drove all the way back to my uncle's house where I was just previously at. And I was looking in the road. I was like, man, I know that thing fell off. And I was hoping, because I checked the back of my truck, it wasn't there. And almost to my uncle's house, I saw this black phone sitting face down in the roadway. And I was like, there it is. So almost caused an accident, whipping around and grab the phone, go look at it. And the screen is like all cracked. So that was Saturday. So that pretty much ruined my Saturday. And then Sunday, they're like, hey, don't worry about it. We're going to mail you a new phone. So just be home around like 1. And, they told me 1 to 3 is when they're going to come and drop off my new phone. And guess what? 1 to 3 is like the time that I normally fly. Like, because we're in wintertime here, you really only got from like 9 a.m. to about 4 or 5 o'clock to fly in, because it just gets dark early now. That's just kind of what happens around here. And so literally I got no flying done. I had everything charged up, had the trailer ready to go. So needless to say, I'm ready to fly, man. I got all new diesel fuel and everything. So I'm telling you, man, but I'm glad that I got everything taken care of. But I had to go back and upload all this stuff on there, and I lost a bunch of contacts. So for you guys that were trying to reach me on this thing and I didn't answer, now you know why, because I couldn't tell who you were. So Stars and Stripes, probably why the message I sent you didn't go through because all this Facebook verification nonsense that was killing me. So without further ado, let me jump into the comments. Of course, Turn One's going to give me a hard time because, oh, that's your excuse not to call me back this week. Nonsense. I swear, dude, that was not the reason. I promise you, man. If anybody, I'm going to go talk to you, especially when we're talking airplane stuff, right? So let's see here. Dan Zimmerman says, happy Thursday to all. Lou Motorsport says, SU-27 still looking pretty in the background, dude. Look, that SU-27 FlyFans 6S Twin 64 is a phenomenal airplane, guys. Phenomenal airplane. So if you get the opportunity to get that, that's at Banana Hobbies, of course. You can get you one of those. So without further ado, man, let's take a look here. There's some cool airplanes that came out that, we really need to talk about. But first, we're going to start with the easy stuff. We talked about the Sportix 1.1. That came out by E-flite. And I'm going to pull up what that looks like. And that's brought to you by Horizon Hobby. And, that's a pretty good looking airplane. I'm wondering, though, if it's going to drop, if it's going to be available before Christmas. And because it would be smart if they made all these things, hit prior to 2025 coming around, unless that's a 2025 airplane. But I'm looking, to see exactly how that one flies. So I think that we might get lucky and we might, get that one to land and take a look at it. But yeah, let's pull this one up real quick. I'm going to share my screen with you guys and we can look at it together. So boom, there we go. We have it right there. And yeah, that's the Sportix. It's just a good, easy flying airplane. One of the things I like the most is the $269.99 price tag, what comes with AS3X Plus and Safe Select. So, by the way, can you guys tell a difference between the AS3 Plus and do you know the difference between the AS3 Plus? If you do, put it in the comment section. I'm going to jump in there and we're going to have a conversation about that because somebody asked me today, like, what is the big difference about that? And I'm like, I know it has a steerable nose gear where it keeps the gyro for the nose gear. I know that's a plus, but I'm wondering if they refined a couple of the parameters on the gyro or what. So, but yeah, guys, this one it looks to be a good easy flying sport plane. It's a decent size right there, something a little toss and boss right there, throw in the back of your car. Runs on a 4S 14.8 volt 2200 all the way to a 32. So those lipos, those are really easy to find and very inexpensive. So really like that. The EC3 to IC3 connector on there, that's pretty easy to find. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. And again, we're going to mute that so we don't get a YouTube strike. But you can just kind of see them, over there flying it. Anytime a manufacturer puts out a video, it's always glossy and stuff like that. I always look at it. They always put the best people flying them. They always have the most seasoned people flying them, showing it what it potentially can do. Us regular people, man, I can't do that stuff. I can't do all that, those rolling Harriers and stuff. It's cool. But yeah, it looks like a good airplane. I like that they put lights on there. Nice little streamline. Almost looks like a RV6, RV8, RV7-ish, so I think this is probably one that I'll end up getting. I do like these airplanes. If I can fight the turbine urge, it's really hard for me right now, guys. So yeah, but you can see they even got a light on the back there. So that's cool. Check that out. That's nice to see. So we just got some really nice looking airplanes coming over there. And it looks like it's a baby to land. I didn't see any flaps. So that's interesting. So it looks like a sport and a pattern plane had a baby. Little knife edge action going on. Of course, they have those nice guys flying that. So yeah, but I'll stop sharing that so we can see this. And let me jump into the comments and see what you guys said. Let's see here. So let's see. Louis Motorsport says, I definitely want one. RC Flying Veteran said he's going to pass on it. Grant Foster, what's going on, buddy? He says, I'm definitely getting the Sportix to add to my hangar. SIG having special on the 54 in and 64 in 4-star. Let's talk about the 4-stars, guys. If you have never owned a 4-star, you're doing yourself a disservice. I have a 4-star 120 in my garage. I've refused to sell because it is probably one of the most stable, easiest flying, most relaxing airplane. Actually, I take that back. I got two. I got the 40 and a 60. The 60 has a little small gasoline nitro engine on. Well, it's not nitro, but it's a converted gas engine on there. And let me tell you, those airplanes are the go-to, just awesome, fun flyers. And let me say, if you can get one of the 4 stars, guys, get you one of the 4 stars. They're really inexpensive, wonderful flying airplanes. And, it's a SIG product, man. It's just, it's awesome. They're nostalgic. So, Jeff Burnt, what's going on, man? Let's see here. Gooniat says, good price for bond and fly. I agree, man. I think it is a good price for the bond and fly. You really can't go too wrong with that. Bill Wagner, what's going on? He says, yes, big time extra gyro difference. When we were talking about the AS3X, he says a big time extra gyro definitely seems to handle the wind so much better. And that's right. I forgot. It does have the hand launch assist on the AS3X Plus. These are all benefits, man. That's a good idea. That's a good thing. Let's see. Craig Bevan says, nope, he's going to pass. Too small. P51 fan says he's going to pass on it. Goodiac says, it looks like the old Stingers from back in the 90s. You're right, dude. And look, those old Stinger RC airplanes are still floating around, man. Those Lanier Stingers, absolutely, dude. I run into them all the time. And look, I still fly nitro planes, man. I love my nitro planes. I love my gas planes. I love my electric planes. But, dude, I still love a good, nitro burning airplane and gasoline airplane. Sometimes I need that smell, that nitro. So, I don't know. It's just something about flying electric airplanes is cool. The EDFs are good because you have the auditory sound, that makes you feel good. But, I can fly something like this, and it's so relaxing, but, like, I don't have any noise, So there's something about that. So let's see here. Stolt Production says, yo, Bobby, send me a link. I'll share the F-16. We can talk about a little bit about the J-20. So, yeah, man, Stolt, I can make that happen, buddy. That's not a problem because I have questions about that J-20. Yeah, we can do that. So, but, yeah, guys, I think that we've got a couple of things we're going to talk about. But that little Sportix looks like it's going to be a very good flyer. It's moderately priced, and I'm loving how these manufacturers are paying attention to us hobbyists out there, and they're making airplanes that are affordable. You remember the times where, like, we had airplanes that were, like, so expensive that we couldn't afford them? Now we've got these airplanes $269.99, and, Banana Hobby's doing the $200 mark all the way to, like, $300. What is it? The new twin 40 millimeter F-14 is only $225.90. Like, and it has wing sweep on there. It's crazy, man. So we're living the best times right now, price wise. So I think that's going to be pretty good. Let me jump down into the comments. Let's see here. Jeremy, I fired that off to you, buddy. Let's see. Dan Zimmerman says, I have the 1.1 meter RV7. Not interested in the Sportix, although it looks good. Hey, Dan, do this. If you really want to bring performance out of that, the RV7, I changed the motor out on mine with the Maul, the FMS Maul, or I think E-flite has a Maul too. Change it out to that motor, and that thing is going to come alive. It's going to be a complete monster, dude. It flies so good. The unlimited vertical is ridiculous. And actually, I think I did a video on it, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did like a speed trial, and I think it was doing like 120. So it's a fast little go-getter, man. Let's see here. So, turn one. Bobby sent Stolt a link. I want to hear about the new F-16. We've got a lot of good things we're going to cover about tonight. Not only are we going to talk about electric airplanes, we're going to talk about turbine jets. We're going to talk about, all kinds of stuff that's coming out here. The cool thing about this channel is we cover all that stuff. We're not biased in anything, but I will say I do have manufacturers and companies that I do like, man. I know them on a personal level, and I just prefer them. So Banana Hobby is one that I prefer. I just like them. Personal relationship with them. There's a good guys over there. I know Jeremy very well. He's just a straightforward dude, and he look, he nerds out on the particular stuff. That's why you have a guy like him that makes sure the airplanes are doing good stuff. So call it what you want, but dude, it is good. So, but yeah, I like Motion RC. I've been flying airplanes for years. I don't have anything bad to say about them. I've got a good relationship with HSD Jets, man. And honestly, I'm really surprised at the quality that I'm seeing out of there. You know, you used to hear parts coming out of there. You know, HSD doesn't have any parts. Man, I have talked to Chris over there at HSD Jets so many times about the parts thing, and he's like, we have parts. We have parts. We have parts. Like, I'm trying to make that go away. He's trying to make a change. So, yeah. So it's cool that I can have those conversations with those kind of guys and, you know, and let them hear what's on the ground level and then, you know, be able to do, I guess, affect some change, man. They pay attention to you guys. So all you guys that come in here and you talk and you put this stuff out here and you go into the forums and you're speaking from a point of like, you know, a factual basis, they pay attention to that stuff, man. You know, it really does. That's why I think it hurts the manufacturers like a lot when you may get an airplane that has like a bad servo and you just fly off and you start bashing the airplane and you don't even tell them it has a bad servo. Like, you didn't give them a chance to fix the issue and you're already throwing them under the bus. So real world stuff. Let's see here. We're going to jump on in here. You guys are talking helicopter talk over there, man. I don't know anything about those things. Jeff flies the helicopters every now and then. Gooniac says, first plane I ever saw hovering was a Lanier Stinger back in the summer of 1993. Man, that sounds like a bad song. Let's see here. Louis Motorsports, he says, ooh, are y'all getting that new FMS F-18? And will it fly better than the X-Fly? Man, I tell you what, yep, I got the F-18 coming. It's definitely going to be a good flyer. Does it fly better than the X-Fly? Man, I don't know, man. I'm going to have to get in my hands, and you'll find out for sure because that's a legitimate question. That's a very good question. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's see here. Need for Speed. Good question. Anyone else had to look up J-20? Definitely a rip of the F-22. Full vertical stabs seem interesting. Yeah. I mean, we're not trying to get political, but we know for years that China was still in like, you know, U.S. technology, military technology, and just basically, you know, making bad copies of American airplanes, you know, and other foreign allied airplanes. So we know that goes on. But the proof is when it actually, like, you know, our F-22s are battle proven, right? Like we've used those. So we know it works. The F-35s, you know, they've been used in combat environments. So we know they work. But the J-20, let's hope it doesn't get used in a combat environment and it does work, right? So, but yeah, man, we're going to talk about that. So we'll get Jeremy in there. I think somebody fired me off a text message here. Let me see. And let's see here. Let's see. And let's see here. We're going to look at this. And I'm using the Gorski. Let's see. Remember them also. The 60cc size one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. I remember that. Next level up. What's going on, man? He says China is doing it with the F-35 as well. Yeah, it's true. If you look, and not to get too far down in this rabbit hole, but what is the new airplane they just came out with? I think it's like their F-35 copy. I'll pull it up for you guys and we can talk about it. Because look, I mean, I think it's they've got one that just came out, the J-35A. That's it. You know, this is going to be airplanes that probably we're going to have models of, man. And so it'll be neat to see if they fly really good. Look, the Su-57, the Russian variant, man, completely different concept, completely different airplane, flies completely different than the F-22. That thing flies really, really light. But this is the airplane we're talking about right here, the J-35A, right? So, you know, they're showing that they can pretty much copy the same stuff, you know, that we make, which, you know, I'm not surprised considering that we always put, like, you know, our secrets out there to the world. Like, you know, we're telling them, we're putting out, you know, we've got the most advanced fighters. So of course, you know, they're going to copy it, but it may only look like this, right? So we don't know. We don't know. We do know the F-17A Nighthawk was a beast of an airplane. So, but yeah, man. And yeah, you're right, Guniak. The YF-23 was so much cooler, but they went away with it. And I heard the YF-23 was a better flying airplane. And it just had better, radar signatures. So Guniak said they even called it a 35. Yeah, I agree. Let's see here. V bars are good. Yeah, we definitely need something new. So let's see. Guniak says the J-20 looks like Firefox from back in the day. Now you're showing your age. It's a sweet looking bird, but hey, they didn't make it nearly as good as the F-22. I agree. I definitely agree. It's interesting to see a lot of these the Chinese versions of these airplanes that are copies of the American airplanes with minor tweaks to see how they do. So yeah, man. Let's see here. Turn One says Motion just put the J10 on sale, 130 off. Yeah, I saw that. I think it was like 5 something for it, 545. Here's my thing with the J10. I like the J10, but I already have the Eurofighter, right? So I don't see the point in me getting the J10. If I have the Eurofighter, they're basically the same airplane, right? But yeah. Next level up. He goes, I wish they would make more RC airlines again, or else I'm gonna build my own. I agree. I'll tell you this. Hold your breath because I think you're gonna see some very cool airline-ish airplanes coming out. I know I can't tell you, but what I know is we've got some cool stuff coming out that I think you guys are gonna love. And so just remember when you see it finally, 2025, remember I told you so. So yeah, but yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. They did a good job when they jabbled what was it, the J the Learjet airplanes that came out, the J65. They did a good job with that too, so I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see here. Jumping into the comments. Craig Bevan says it's still too much. I agree. I feel like it's on the high end, so HSD Jets does have a J10. They have a EDF J10 and they have a turbine J10. And the turbine J10 has like preset gyros already into that thing. I'm surprised people don't buy that thing. I was talking to Chris, and I think people are scared, and I think sales are lagging on the J10 and any airplane with canards. I think people are just scared of it. J65, you're right, Winston. I think that just scares people. So, I love my Eurofighter. The thing flies really good, and but it's just one of those things. Craig Bevan, what's going on? He says, I'd like to see more golden age aircraft. I would too. It would be neat to see some more golden age aircraft, but the problem is that I don't think the golden age aircraft are like super popular. So a lot of these manufacturers look at it and they realize they may not sell a bunch of units of it, and they have to sell airplanes in order to pay the bills. So it's just kind of one of those things. But we got Jeremy Stolt in the background. I see him back there. So while he's getting set up, let me show you guys. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about the FlyFans Mighty Dragon J20, man. This thing is completely different, completely going to be a really cool looking airplane. But let me share with you what this thing's coming. So I think it's going to be pretty cool if it swings out right and they do it right. I think it's going to be cool. So here we go. I'm going to share the screen, and this is on the Banana Hobby Facebook group. So check this out. I'm going to turn this thing up. Oh, we got a little music in there, so we're going to mute that. But you can definitely see it. Dual 70 millimeter EDF, 2000 kV in runners, all metal landing gear. I mean, dual 80 amp ESCs. Integrated flight controller with distribution board, fully movable vertical stabilizers. That's awesome. Check out these retracts, guys. Isn't that cool? And the little other door opens up. Nice. A little rotating action going on. Right? That's pretty cool. I like that. And they're bringing it back up. You can see somebody in the comments says, hopefully it's not running on a single 6S. Of course it's going to be running on a single 6S, right? Like, look at the size of the airplane. It's twin 70s. That's the benefit of running twin 70s. But, coming soon to Banana Hobby. So there you go. But it's a really nice looking plane, man. Look at that. You're coming in for slowing down. That's how you slow that bad boy down. That's the brakes, air brakes. Can't tell me that doesn't stop on a dime. And that just looks really, really nice. So I like the gear, so good looking bird. Very good looking bird. And what do you guys think about that? So you just saw a quick little snippet of it. It's got vertical stabilizers, canards on there. Like, is this something that you think you would get? The wingspan is 918 millimeters. What the heck is 918 millimeters? Let's see here. 918 millimeters to inches. Some of you gurus out there that know that, not me. Let's see here. That would be equivalent to 36 inches. So it has a 36-inch wingspan. So, and let's see, it's 10 millimeters. So let's see what that is. Let's see here. Hey, look, I never was a mathematician. So we're going to take a look at that. Let's see what this is. And that's 59 inches. So, yeah, so 59 inches. So that's not terrible, man. That's not terrible at all. So let me jump into the comments before we bring Jeremy up there. So I just showed you guys that one. And let's take a look here. I'm just jumping in the comments real quick. HSDT's the the 747 again. Yep, they got that back in production. So that's cool. And let's see here. Cool for the fan. Those are X-Fly numbers. Let's see. This baby looks like it'll scream through the air. I agree. And P51 fan says no J-20 for me. Non-canard type Delta. 30 something. And we got Jeremy in the background. So we're just going to go ahead and bring him up to the front. And here we go. Jeremy Stolt, what's going on, man?
Hi, guys. Didn't expect to actually be on the show, so I had to kind of clean up the table a little bit.
I know. But, we make it happen sometimes.
It was a little messy because of this this build. We got it finished. We've been flying it around now. We've got 7 flights on it, and it's been pretty dang awesome. But anyway, the J-20, since we're talking about that, it's different. That's the biggest and best thing about it is it's not a standard same old airplane anymore. It's actually got something that'll probably challenge a lot of you with the canards, but yet also the cool part is that the verticals themselves actually pivot on a pivot point on there instead of being just like an elevator type tailor on, a rudder section on there. You've got the whole section on there. So I'm going to guess that a little goes a long way on there. We will have this airplane here shortly for me to evaluate it. Stay tuned for that. We're excited about it, but it's supposed to be a very sleek, very quick, and very efficient airplane for what it is. You got a lot of really great things in there. You've got metal retracts, metal landing gear. You got tires that are awesome. It's going to be good. It's neat. I mean, heck, look at the landing gear doors on there. When you look at that video on there, it's not just a servo pulling the door. You've got a servo arm pulling another arm, and then the doors are going in. So those doors actually go from the whole side of the fuselage all the way down and hang really far down, which is kind of neat, and then go back into the actual flow. But yet you also have landing gear doors that are attached to the mains also that actually pivot out and pivot in at the same time. So they've done a lot of work on there. We've been working on colors, to make sure the colors are right. We've seen it fly in some prototype footage, but it's going to be neat. And the other great part about this is you've got in-runner motors in this. So
yeah, I'm happy about the in-runners.
Yeah, we've talked about doing in-runner motors for a long time, and they are doing it now. So we're great on there. So
hey, Jeremy, could you just, for the people that don't know the difference, what's the difference between an in-runner and an out-runner? Just for the people that may not know that are in the room.
So your in-runner motors are where the windings themselves are part of the actual casing, and then you got the stator inside that moves. So trying to see if I have one. Yeah, I've got one. Let's just show and tell. All right, that'll be the easier way to do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
So here we go. Wow, I got to make this larger. I'm not in big screen. All right, there you go. This right here is an in-runner motor. So all of the guts inside actually move. So you actually have the case that does not move. An outrunner motor, man, I don't know if I have any outrunner motors anymore.
And look, some outrunner motors are really good. I know.
See if I got one.
There's a couple of them that used to be in the AF models. They produce power.
Well, the big JP, 105 motor that we have, that is an outrunner motor.
Yeah.
So if you look right here, this is a free wing motor, and if you look, the entire outside moves. Wish I could take that off real quick, but yeah, essentially, when it's an outrunner motor, the outer portion of the motor moves. Right. Therefore, creating that thrust or the power that way. So there's a big difference in what you get out of them. Right. In-runner motors, you get more power out of them, more torque. Outrunner motors, they're efficient, but you don't get a lot of great out of them all the time. They're kind of an older tech. It's weird, but good stuff on there. There's a lot of people that know a lot more about it than me.
It's definitely going to be pushing out some power, is what you're saying.
It should be great. It should be up to just like any of these other airplanes out there with in-runner motors. So we're excited about it. With it having a real sleek fuselage, it's gonna do great from what we're expecting on this. Just like the Su-57. The Su-57 is a very sleek airplane, and it just flies very well. You don't have to have great power on there. So we're thinking that the airplane is going to do, probably a little better than a lot of the other airplanes out there for speed. So we'll hopefully see that. Again, we're going to do the best to get all the testing done on it and make sure everything is adequate. If there's any updates that we need to do, we'll see what we can do about it. But things look good. We're pretty excited about it. It's coming air-shipped, so
man,
should be here pretty quick.
I'm excited about that, man. Seriously.
Yeah, I can't wait. And the best part about it is when we test these airplanes, we let you guys know. We're not trying to keep it in the dark, so you guys get to see it. So
now let me ask you this while we got you. Is it a normal thing for companies to test their airplanes like the way you guys do? I know y'all grab the airplanes, you get them from the manufacturer, and then you fly them and you fly them and you send stuff back. Is that normal?
It kind of started a while back when Justin and I were with Motion RC.
Okay.
We started really with there. We wanted to get things going on there and get good products to everybody. That's where it all kind of pinnacled from there. But then obviously we're not with Motion RC anymore, and we're doing our own thing now. Justin's doing his own thing there. I'm doing what I'm doing with Banana Hobby, and
it's all working out. And Banana Hobby gains.
the key is we're hobbyists.
Yeah,
we're trying to help you guys in the hobby. We're not trying to just be a business.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. If we can help you guys out and save you money, that's the best thing. So
I'm all about that saving money, man, and getting airplanes for the low, and just having affordable airplanes. So far, Banana Hobby's been able to knock that one out of the park. So, I mean, I'm super stoked about that one. But Jeremy, we talked about the J-20. When do you think that thing's going to end up landing? When do you think you're going to have one in your hands?
Well, obviously, we don't want to push it. But our intention when we let airplanes out is hopefully within a month or two before you'll get it.
Nice.
When we announce it, okay? Now, when other people decide to announce things, all bets are off.
Yeah. And I know, dude, you guys have been, combating some leakers that are out there. So, it's just kind of one of those things.
And again, when people leak things earlier than they're supposed to, like when they somehow get a hold of manufacturer only type stuff, or not manufacturer, distributor stuff, what that does is it just makes it to where all the customers have to wait longer. So when, like, for instance, this right here, 2 months, we're hoping that we can be less than that, right? So that's like long term. Hopefully we don't reach that.
Right.
So when we are able to announce it on the time frame that we can, it shouldn't be that long, right? But if people release it 3 months earlier than what we wanted to release it per se, it's just a longer wait for y'all. So there's no real point to release things for a quick moment of fun. But
gotcha. Yeah. No, I completely understand, man. But so the J-20s right now are in the testing phase, essentially, right? You can get your hands on one and run it through the gamut, and then
as of right now, FlyFans believes they've got a great product, and they think that it's proofed and ready to go for everybody. But
You'll
we
be the
want
boss of
to,
that.
but we want to also validate and make sure everything's right. We don't want to have any kind of issues where something's overlooked. It's better to have a second set of independent eyes that are going to be selling it to say, hey, look, we want our customers to have success. And so we're going to do the best that we can to try and get you that success. So that's our intention. So hopefully it works out well for us. Like with any airplane, we have put our recommendations to manufacturers. For instance, that Tomcat that you have.
Yeah.
If that wouldn't have been announced early by people, we could have went to the manufacturer and said, we want you guys to set this up Tailor-ons because it's going to be better. And they could have done that.
But because somebody leaked it,
when it's announced, everybody thinks they're getting it that way.
Yeah.
And that's how it's got to come until we end up doing our own little mods or make options for it. So what we are doing with that airplane is we've got the dual nose wheel. As you guys saw in the Black Friday thing, if you ordered it on Black Friday, you got the dual wheel for the Tomcat. That didn't normally come. That was something that we added as Banana Hobby after the fact to try and help our customers out.
Right.
We also are letting people know, hey, look, when wings are back, it flies so much better with Tailor-ons on there.
Oh, for sure.
So we're going to recommend that you set it up in Tailor-on. So anyway, that being said, we are doing our little parts to try and help you guys out and giving you our recommendations to try and get you guys.
Everybody's asking questions about the J20. Is it 4S or 6S?
6S.
One 6S or two 6S?
One 6S. Why do you want one 6S? There's people that want two 6Ss.
I know. And I'm like,
you know what? If you want two 6Ss, go ahead and add another ESC on there and do your own two 6Ss if you want. But you're not going to have a lot of room. The key thing is weight.
Right.
That's, you're going to get a little more punch out of it because you're not going to have batteries draining as fast, but 6S power, getting 6S power to both of them, and it's better to be a lighter airplane. For instance, there's Tomcats out there that have two batteries in there, and we've already tried it with a single battery and made it 70 millimeter, and it made it so much better.
Right.
Than dual and twin 80s.
And you guys that are just tuning in, we're talking about this airplane right now. They just dropped this J20, the FlyFans J20 Mighty Dragon, twin 70 millimeter. So it's.
And again, look at that thing. That thing's got some wicked options for maneuverability.
Got lights.
I can't wait to see the first person crash it because of the maneuverability. It's going to be kind of great.
Hey, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Anything with canards, people always tend to find their maximums, and it goes in. I mean, look at that wheel right there.
I know.
That wheel itself has an actual rim on it with actual screws like JP. It's amazing. The retract itself, it's aluminum. It's not plastic. So, you guys that fly off of grass, guess what? You're not going to worry about breaking your retract.
Yay. Something for us grass flyers, man.
It's a huge, long fuselage. So it's going to probably have some really good stability on there for especially elevator or whatnot. And those canards should hopefully make it be a really good high alpha fun bird. So
one last question on the J20. Let's I know you can't answer this, but like, what are you thinking, like price rise, 5, 6s around there, about like everything else?
I would say probably below 6.
That would be nice.
I mean, you got to think about it. I mean, a lot of the airplanes out there that are going to be this size, this power system, you're between 450 for some older planes now, but when they were out earlier, they were 550-ish.
Yeah.
So I'm going to guess, but don't hold me to that, okay?
Yeah.
Because the big key is shipping container stuff, right?
Right.
And then potentially tariffs, depending on what's going on with that. So we'll see how that goes. So do not hold me to that, but that's the tentative plan for most twin 70 mil airplanes that are going to have this type of stuff. I mean, you're not getting cheap stuff. You're not getting cheap retracts. You're not
right.
You're getting good stuff. So it's going to be a little bit better. So we're excited. FlyFans hasn't let you guys down with, their L39 out there.
And look, and I'll say it again, man, because you don't hear this a lot, but I know for a fact Banana Hobbies, nobody knew about FlyFans or X-Fly prior to Banana Hobby grabbing them and really making that brand. So it's cool to see it evolve into what it is and for them to actually be growing like this. So it's just a neat thing. It's just very neat to see it on the outside looking in. So by the way, Jeff Burnt brought up a good point. He says 2S is better on 80 or 90 millimeter twins.
Yep.
70 millimeter twins do better on 1.6S, which
absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. 80s and 90s, they just take so much power. You put per se, you got a 6S 5000 in a twin 80 mil airplane.
Yeah,
you're getting a 150 flight, you know.
But
think about it. Most airplanes, you put like a 6S 5000 in a twin 80, you're getting a maximum 4-minute flight usually if you're going to be doing a really good performing flight.
For sure.
Divide that in half if you split that up.
Now let's talk about that big beautiful black F-16.
The black Mamba here.
Man, dude, I am so sick of looking at that and drooling over that airplane.
Oh,
Jeremy,
this is amazing.
What do we have? What in the world do you have right there?
Let's get some lights on this thing.
Yeah, let me get you in the mix. I'm going to get out of the way and get you in there.
All right, so what this is our brand new composite manufacturer for Banana Hobby. It's called JetRuler, okay? So the ruler of all airplanes is what they're looking at for that name, not the measurement ruler, which is kind of funny. So, but anyway, that's how that is. But anyway, this is our 1/8.5 scale F-16 Fighting Falcon. It resembles a lot like Pilot's jet, but they've done some different things for sure. So as you guys all know, you've probably seen it, all manufacturers seem to share molds, and then they do their different specialties within the insides. They do different electronics. They do all that kind of stuff, right? And so this is one of those that they've improved upon and done some better things in there. So for instance, first thing on there is it's got lights. Absolutely awesome lights. Hopefully the video is not showing them like LEDs where they're going nuts. You'll see that in some of our videos that we're going to put out here soon on this of the testing of it. And it looks funny with the lights with video cameras, but in real life, this is true to awesome. So
I love it.
So you got your intake lights, you got your wingtip lights, you got your logo lights, and you got your anti-K and your nav in the back. I used to work on this, so I got the lights right. So they're on right now. I wish we had a light in the bottom for the wings, but it does not. It is what it is. You got the awesome full-scale landing gear. Oh, well, sorry, not full-scale, semi-scale landing gear. So your nose gear actually goes in, and it actually rotates like it should, and your mains actually go up like they should also. The only thing is that the wheels don't canter up like some other models that are a lot more price. I'm going to go around to the other side here and show you this.
Yeah, she's pretty, man.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. This is the U.S. Air Force Viper demo scheme for the demo team. You guys have got to see this. Look at this cockpit.
Dude, it comes like that with the details?
It comes like this. This is detailed. I mean, look at this thing.
Man, I need that. I need that in my life.
So, background on me, I was U.S. Air Force for 15 years. I worked F-16 Block 40-42s out of Hill Air Force Base and Osan Air Base, Korea. The cool part is I look inside this cockpit, and it is exact. I mean, they've got the gauges in there. They got the AMIs. They got the airspeed indicators. I mean, altimeters. Landing gear panel has, it's hard to show you guys all the detail in here, but it's got all the barber pole yellow indications over it. It's got all the right colors for the switches. So unlike the landing gear panels, there's certain colors for everything. Even the landing gear handle is gray, and then it's clear on the end for the lights. I mean, I'm kind of geeking out on this, so I apologize. It's awesome.
Hey,
I'm pretty excited about it.
Dude, we're all geeks. And when it comes down to the RC stuff, dude, I've embraced it. That's cool.
So it comes standard with the JP landing gear controller. It's the 2024 number on there. It also has a landing gear controller in there. Hey, look, Will.
Yeah, he's in here.
What's up?
We got him
over here saying I'm geeking out too. I see it.
Yeah,
Or my giant belly. Anyway, it's got a new brake controller that I've not seen yet. It's kind of neat. It's actually it's called the G brake wheel controller. So it's actually got a gyroed steering and brake system all in here now. So it's got that. But anyway,
Nice.
I'm running the airplane currently on an AR 1010T or 10100T with a Cortex gyro, and this thing is smooth as it can get. Pretty neat.
Man.
Right. Big thing is it comes with a glass UAT. I wish I could show you that.
Dude, I like it.
Me
Me
and
and
like
Will,
that
inside
too.
here.
Neil, you need that.
I do need that.
God,
That needs to sit right next to the Viper.
honestly.
I'm running a Swiwin 80 in there. It's got a 200 milliliter fuel tank. So you're getting about 6 to 7 minutes of flight time, having fun with it, not just putt-putting around.
Did you say Swiwin 80? This little car that I got right there?
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I
needs
think
a
that
home.
needs an airplane home.
Dude, it needs a
What's up,
home.
Master Henry?
It's fresh. It's fresh back from the from the tune, man. It's ready.
Oh, it's ready to go, huh?
Yeah, she's ready.
Let's see. Some other things about this airplane that are pretty cool is, and I'm going to show you some differences. The nose cone actually separates. So you have the pitot tube that comes off, and the nose cone separates. So you can put stuff up in the front there if you felt like you needed to also.
Wigglefinger says, so $7,650 with the Swiwin.
I'm
No, I
not
don't.
great with math in my head.
It's not 7,000. I bet that airplane probably retails for around what, 36, and then you get the Swiwins around 15 or 16.
So we're thinking about $3,600 for this
Yep.
airplane plug and play.
Yeah.
With the UAT, with the cockpit.
Wow.
But here's the cool thing. It's got a light burner in the back. Or not a light burner, a burner ring.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Nice.
So it does its little fun on there. I need to adjust it. I have it wide right in with my throttle on here, so I need to adjust it a little bit further down so that
Now,
blue
see,
goes away.
That one is different than my HSD. It has the ring on it, but it doesn't have the blue. It doesn't have the blue. That's awesome. I like that.
Pretty cool on there. And then I have the airplane in Tailor-ons. So
You know, that's how I like to fly.
standard flight controls, and it flies beautiful. Just can't wait for you guys to see. I've sent Bobby some videos of it.
Yeah, you did.
I did a nice sunset pass. It was pretty cool.
I'm trying to see if I can locate that one there, Jeremy.
Okay,
I'm
so
watching how those struts are working, man. Like when you sit it down, it doesn't like spring. It just like slowly cushions down. Like
it's
dude,
got,
those
shot,
are
it's
really
got
good.
shots, but it doesn't. But it's not soft. It's not dancing around.
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's not dancing around, but it's like in that perfect zone where it's just gonna cushion itself.
Yeah. So I've been flying this airplane. Lowest I've been flying it in 23 degrees, and it's loving it.
Wow.
Another cool feature about this is it comes with the actual missile standard. So
The actual missiles.
the AIM 120.
You mean I can shoot them off?
There you go.
If you want to be met with
This
the
guy.
DEA, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you're talking crazy. You're talking crazy over there.
No, but anyway, so the
I gotta mess with you
120s,
there.
the 120s come standard with it, and the missile rail. The missile rail is more solid than some of the other ones out there that I've seen. And what I mean by that is this is one of the other companies' ones, and they actually have it designed to where it's got this weird little angle on here, and it's not that great. As you can see, it's already broke. This one here is more solid, so you can hear the difference in it if you can hear any of that. So I mean, there's just a better quality about it, which is super cool.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is great. I can't wait to share some more videos with you guys on it. I'm trying to gather all the footage and do something really cool with it.
What's it weigh in at? You know what it weighs in at?
I do not offhand. I'm going to guess 17 or 18 pounds.
It looks pretty light. You said it's composite, right?
Yeah, it's composite.
Yeah, that's pretty goddamn light.
So normal flying on this airplane, about 40% is where this airplane just screams, but yet it's beautiful. Anything more than that, you're just a rocket. The thing is just a rocket. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, maybe Bobby can find some of those, or I can send another video real quick to you.
Yeah, man, send me another one because I don't know why I can't see it.
Make it easy for you.
Yeah, man, send me that thing so we can share with all the populace. Because dude, that
Okay,
thing
get that
flies
J-20,
so
man.
nice. Hey, Bob Turner, really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, dude.
Oh yeah, hey,
Really appreciate the support.
I'm gonna send these to you too, Bobby.
Hey, look,
this shows the J-20's landing gear like more in depth.
Oh yeah. Hey, the more people send those $10, the closer I get to getting something cool like that. I need something like that, man. I really appreciate that. So, Bob Turner, appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate that.
I'm ready to get my hands on that J-20, Bobby.
Dude, that J-20 is going to be.
You already know
gnarly.
what I'm thinking about.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tailor-ons, flapper-ons, high alpha is going to be your thing, dude.
Everything I can do with it.
Josh Bunn is a super turbine head, man, and probably one of the most knowledgeable dudes I know locally about turbines.
So this airplane will hopefully be going on pre-order within this week. So stay tuned.
Josh needs one.
And then they're going to be made based upon what schemes you want. So take a look at some of the schemes that we have.
Wow.
When we have that on there. So I think there's 5 schemes right now. But yeah, this is a gorgeous scheme.
It is. I love it, man. Hey, Josh, you need one of those, buddy. You need one of those. That you got to have one of those in your hangar.
I wonder if a jet fan will fly that thing. Because I don't have a turbine waiver.
I don't know.
Then you got to get one.
I know. I keep
telling you, behind, Will. You're falling behind.
Look, Will, I got a perfect trainer sport jet in there that needs a new home. So, hey, look, Jeremy Turn one asked a very good question. So he says, so you're running that in an 80? He said, can you go bigger?
You could probably go. Okay, I would recommend going no more than probably a 102. With this 80, the thing is already a ballistic missile.
Yeah.
It's nuts. So I sent you 3 videos, Bobby, for you to share. One of those is a nice, awesome sunset pass. Another one is a full throttle pass with some climb starting at the end of the runway. And then the other is a landing. So you can at least get a little glimpse of this airplane. And again, that landing is the first landing that I did with this. So they've gotten better since. But I don't want to share with you a 7-minute video.
Right.
Hey,
by the way,
Josh Bunn said, if you don't turn one, he's gonna turn it into an intercontinental ballistic missile.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Hey, look, by the way,
so with the 80, the thing is already, like I said, it's amazing. We had one that was similar to this from another brand that we used to sell, the other 1.8 from Pilot. We had an 80 in that thing. We took it to California and we were racing a lot of these major sport jets, and we were kicking butt with it. So,
man, well, hey, Josh Bunn says he's got a 100 that needs a home. You think a 100 would be excellent for that one?
It'll work great. Yeah.
I bet a 100 would fly the mess out of that one. Because I saw what it's doing on the 80, and you sent me that video, did you not?
Yeah, in Messenger.
All right, let me look. Let me see.
And you also have, and like I said, you also have some landing gear photos and a vert photo to show how those verts are.
All right.
Going to kind of rotate of the J-20.
Let me see here. Man, that's great. What
other questions you guys got? Let's see what you got down here. I haven't looked.
While I'm looking for this video, y'all fire away. Wear them out.
Yeah, Bill, 17 degrees there. Like I said, I was flying in 22, I think 22 or 23 this weekend, just to get you guys a little bit of footage. So,
man, that's wild.
Man, you wouldn't want to fly this weekend where we were at. Holy crap, man! No, Saturday was good though, wasn't it, Bobby? No, it was. Sunday.
Was.
Sunday. Sunday was good.
Yeah, that was a good day.
But all this week we've been seeing gusts like 37 miles an hour around here.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
Yeah, Snow River, these missiles can come off. So I have them on just to test the airplane to make sure it works without any kind of issues. So there are other schemes that are going to be combat sorted or whatever type stuff. So
Hey, look at Wiggle Fingers. He's talking about 67 degrees. Come on, man.
I'll take
that
67.
We woke up to
Bring
20.
some of that 67 up here, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We woke up to 22 this morning, man.
Yeah. Let me see here. Let me look.
Yeah, radio gloves work, but we bring out diesel heaters that are the turbine type heaters.
Mm-hmm.
And we just we work it that way. We also have some snow fishing e-glue type things that we blow heat into. But it works pretty good.
Diesel. Bobby, I meant to catch you some diesel fuel, man. Customer came in the shop, filled their car up with diesel fuel.
Oh man, on a gasoline car?
On a gasoline car, but we just didn't know how much content was gasoline.
Oh yeah, that could be a problem.
that was the only downside to it.
Let me see.
I was like, man, if it was just straight diesel, I would have caught you about 10 gallons of that junk and brought it to you.
That would have lasted me.
We got people that try and give us Jet A whenever they have to do maintenance. So
that's funny.
Cool. Nice.
That's funny.
Oh, hey, another cool thing about it. I don't know if you can see that, but we actually have an intake in there. So the other 1/8s that were out there do not have an actual intake. So it went to just like wood or whatnot. But yeah, so it's even more efficient, which is pretty cool.
All right.
Pretty neat. I gotta have that. I want that.
It's been pretty neat.
I gotta get past doing turbine first.
Yeah, well, it's easy. You gotta
it's super easy.
You gotta get one of the AF models, L39s. They are the most simple.
That is
to get all of your stuff taken care of on there.
And he's seen mine fly. He knows how it flies. So.
They're literally a no worry airplane. You just fly.
Yeah,
and it does what it does. You know, it's amazing.
Hold on one second, man.
That's your New Year's goal.
Yeah, y'all gonna convert me.
That was mine last year. That was my goal last year to get my turbine waiver. So I've been literally flying for a full year now. It's been great.
Bobby started me off last year when 2024 came in. He put me on balsa. So now I've been doing a lot of more balsa stuff than foam. I had that little balsa trainer plane, and then I went to that Black Horse Viper I got, and so now I guess he's getting ready to push me in the turbine.
Yeah, man. You don't have a choice.
Balsa's great. But man, it when an incident happens, it happens.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Composite also, when an incident happens, it happens too, but it's a little bit more resilient.
Yep.
Than balsa. So I would take a composite option before a balsa. So start moving that way, man. You'll never look back. You'll be like, oh my goodness, where have I been?
Let's see.
And then you're gonna hate me and Bobby.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, look at me. Look,
you ruined me.
I've turned into a turbine junkie, dude. It's ridiculous, man. And I'm like, I still enjoy my EDF jets. Like, I love them, but man, there's something about them turbines, man. It just ruins you, you know?
I remember when this guy got his second turbine and he said, I'm gonna get one more, and that's it.
Yeah. I went from 1 to 5.
7 turbines ago.
I went to 1 to 5, dude.
There's always one more.
You're right.
Mine, I open up the trailer and it's almost like they're breeding in there.
Jeremy, I don't know why, but this thing is not sending me a code, so I cannot pull the video up for whatever reason.
Turbine said turbines are worse than a cocaine addiction.
Dude, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Let me see if I can. Oh, here, I can send it to myself. Boom. There we go.
Smart. Hey,
you guys will like it. This airplane is I almost forgot one of the greatest things about this thing. How do I explain this? The horizontal stabs on here, the previous airplanes that I've seen out there, it was essentially like a brass sleeve that you slid the horizontal shaft into, and then you bolted on the servo arm to it.
Right.
This actually has a mechanism inside where it's got dual bearings on it, and then the whole inside itself is the mechanism for the arm. And
that's different.
Inside of it, it's actually got a structure, a bearing structure. And what happens is you put the horizontal through, and then you screw it in, and the whole thing is bearing pivoted in here, not just brass sleeve or anything like that. Which is
what kind of servos
awesome.
are you using in that thing? Because they are called pretty smooth.
So they're called King Max servos. I've never heard of them until now. And then you start looking at it, and almost every company out there sells King Max servos, which I thought was pretty awesome. But as far as torque on them, okay, I haven't looked at the exact specs on there, but I was setting up the landing gear doors on here and accidentally activated it, and it crushed my finger against the side. And I can tell you the torque is absolutely very strong.
Wow.
I just saw when you touched it just now. It just smoothly moved and came to a smooth stop.
Yeah, it's amazing.
There we go.
Yeah, they're absolutely a solid servo. And these servos are all across the board on there. They're all the same brand on there, so it's not mixing matches or anything like that. So pretty cool.
Right.
All right. So look, I got the video up. Let's take a look at it.
Let beautiful bean footage roll.
Roll that.
Hey man, you gonna get that man a copyright strike?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't mean that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. We gotta be careful with that. And they're listening.
I added other words.
Let's see. All right. Let's.
I just gotta mess with you, man.
I know, man.
Strike one.
Let's see. Where'd it go? Where did it go? There we go.
Meanwhile, I'll look and see what people are saying on the phone. If you have any comments, I'll do what I can to answer.
Bob Turner just asked, "What's the cost?"
So we're hoping to be around the $3,600 range.
Which is
that what plug and play? Or?
Plug and play. Yep, servos, all that.
Yeah.
Everything but a turbo, the receiver,
but a turbine,
and your turbine.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's actually good. That's really good. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. There we go. And
man, you're gonna take all my tax money.
Download.
You're getting tax money?
Yeah. The rest of us aren't. How's that working? Let's see here. All right.
Hey,
money.
I don't want to tell my secrets, man.
Right? I know. Exactly.
There's that one loophole that you could jump.
I think a 190 in there.
Yeah.
Put a 190 in this thing. I have no idea what to say about that. That's on you.
190.
Whatever you do, get it on video.
Yeah, get it on video because I definitely want to see it. Okay, here we go. I'm just uploading the videos right now.
Better reinforce those wings,
please.
I mean, it's a solid carbon spar all the way across the whole side.
You're gonna need more than just that one.
I'm telling you.
He may want to soup it up some more.
All right, Jeremy. I'm downloading those videos. Now, this is the sunset flight that you did on this one right here. So let's take a look at it, guys. Here we go. Yeah, that was cool.
That was
cool.
That was legit too. It looked like the real thing.
I know when it came by, that
absolutely solid, great sound, no shaky wakies, none of that. You know.
let's look at the lights. The lights are crazy. Oh, that's crazy. And that's on an 82. That is amazing.
4 minutes.
Man, that thing's just so smooth.
The lights really helped out.
That's smooth, man. That 80 is just making that thing groove so nice. Crazy. And we got one more video. Here we go.
You guys are just very first landing on.
Very first landing. All right, here we go. Wow. Wow.
Sweet, dude.
That was a smooth landing, I got to say.
Got
a lot better now. But again, that was the first one to see how those flaps handled, and it did really well. So pretty excited about it. Great airplane.
I definitely would say
like this airplane. You can get it, through Banana Hobby. We'll have the pre-order link up soon. I'm impressed with it.
We saw that landing.
Flaperons on that?
Does it have what?
Do you have flaperons on that?
Yes, I do. So I have flaperons barely moving in the aileron respect, right? And then flaps for them to drop down. Tailor-ons are in the back.
Right.
MT
So
Thunder
you were
says
able to lock yours?
JetRuler. Yeah.
I was able to what?
Lock them whenever you got it, like whenever you got it in the flaps position. Are they locked, or are they like? Is it like a mixing board that's for it, or you had to do it yourself?
Yeah, they still mix. It's just a standard flapper-on setup.
Yeah, but I'm saying when they're in flapper-ons, if you like roll to the left or to the right, do they move while you try to roll to the left or to the right?
Yep, because that's what real flapper-ons do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on the real F-16s, they're constantly moving also.
Gotcha.
And then the leading edges are also moving, but they don't have leading edges on here.
Hey, Jeremy, I don't know if somebody answered this or not, but it says, how is the ground handling, i.e. with the rails being scraped, LOL, F-16s notoriously tips, over.
I don't have any scrapes on my wing tips.
So there you go.
That's some real good struts on that thing. I don't think it's going to tip over like the foamies.
The weight of the jet will keep it centered too. They're different than the foamies.
Striking your wing tips is one, too much nose wheel steering. Okay. And so I have a very minimal nose wheel steering for takeoff and landing. If I need more, then I gain like another 20, 30%. And so it moves a little bit more in mid. And then I have spaz mode, which is the maximum, so that I can make hard, tight turns if I ever need to. Yeah. And so I take off and land with very minimal. So if I cram it and I have to yank any of it, it's still moving a little bit. So it shouldn't ever grab and pull over.
What the heck was that?
That was Eduardo catching up to me while landing and hitting my airplane into the tree.
That was a slip of the finger, but since I clicked it, let's watch it.
In minimal throttle at the time, and
that's awesome. That was by far one of the best I've seen. You're sitting there fighting it as it's coming in, and it gets caught by the tree. That was amazing.
That should have been a train wreck on top of a train wreck. That came out pretty good.
Watch him fighting. Watch him literally fighting the airplane as it's going all over.
Then the wingtip caught the tree.
Man, that's crazy.
That's what you're supposed to do. Stay in the fight.
I still have the airplane right here.
Man, that's crazy, dude. But Jeremy, you got a question?
Real quick, I'm going to show you that Tailor-on setup so you can see. Okay.
Hey, by the way, is the red MiG-17 coming in January?
That should be, yes.
There it is.
And actually, maybe earlier. So we might see them in December, but we're not holding our breath on there because of customs. So, but anyway, so there's my Tailor-on setup. You see how the aileron is still moving a little bit?
Yeah.
But yeah, when flaps are down,
okay,
I still have help from the ailerons or flapperons.
So you still have control. Yeah.
But you never experienced any was it asymmetrical yaw from that? Like I've had it where my F-16, well, it's a foamy. Let's start with that. I had my F-16 where that would happen. I would get like some yaw from it if I touched the aileron a little bit. So what I eventually ended up doing is I came up with a mix that literally locks my ailerons, but still allow me to have the tailerons. So my ailerons don't actually move at all once I got the flaps down.
And that's another way of doing it. I've found that most airplanes like having that little bit of extra because then it helps in slow transitions around for landing.
Gotcha.
It's all based upon the airplane.
I usually don't throw mine on until I'm straight lined up anyway. So
do you use flight modes at all?
I do. Yeah, I use flight modes.
That should help out the most in getting you not so asymmetric. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Hey, I'm sorry. I called it asymmetric. I meant adverse yaw. Adverse, y'all.
Oh,
so it's not asymmetric, y'all. Adverse, y'all. I said the wrong word, but yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bobby.
Hey, Omaha has a question. Will there be an EDF version of that jet?
I don't think so, but I'm betting you could probably make it.
I mean, a 120 will fit in there. If an 80 will fly that thing, a 120 will fly it for sure.
Well, see, that's why I was thinking about getting the just putting a whatchamacallit in it, a jet fan 120 in it.
Yeah, but I will tell you this: the thrust is completely different in a turbine than it is in that. Even with the jet fan, it's complete. The airplane will fly differently. Yeah,
it's usually.
But now you got to think if that thing weighs 17 pounds with all of that stuff in it.
Yeah.
Imagine what it weighs without that stuff and just the EDF.
You're right. I mean,
your batteries are also the compensation weight.
Yeah, they're what, 2 pounds, 3 pounds almost, with two successes in there. So
I mean, a Sweewin 80 weighs maybe just a little bit more than a Success 5000.
Will, I'm telling you, if you want to get your turbine waiver, dude, I will help you get your turbine waiver. I got a jet in there that you could fly that thing. I know you can fly circles with it.
See, no worries. You've got help right
super
there.
Easy, dude. The difference between flying a turbine and flying everything else is the money. I promise you. And turbine lag. You just have to understand that and understand what that turbine is doing. And that is the difference. I don't know.
You will love it.
I look back and I'm like,
Bobby, your next hit video is helping Will get his turbine waiver.
Dude, I will make that my mission. I just got to run it by Will's wife because I just have to let her know what kind of funds are going to be going out of that.
Not necessarily. He can get it. Yeah, he can get his waiver.
No. I got to tell his wife.
Go that route, he can still have his waiver done. You know what I mean?
If I'm creating this monster, if I'm creating this monster, I got to get the graces of the wife.
We got to start getting donations for you to get you going.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know, right?
Exactly.
GoFundMe page.
Bob Turner. By the way, Bob Turner, I saw your message up there. You were asking how to donate without having to go through YouTube, because when you donate, YouTube takes like almost half of what you send. And but if you send me a message on Facebook Messenger, I can send you a way where you can send it to me like that if you want to do something like that. So
yeah.
Hey, look. This hobby is expensive, guys, and these turbines are even more expensive. So if you want to make a donation to the cause, you can donate to the cause, and I will absolutely make sure you get a return on it. You'll see a video in it. So
hey, look at Turn One's trying to make a divorce happen really quick.
Yeah.
Send it to Bobby's house. Your wife will never find out, but when she does, guess what's going to happen?
Yeah. Look, Turn One joined the Broke Club too, man. Look, he's got more turbines you can shake a stick at.
Well, so, if you buy it at a hobby store, they can give you a receipt for a lot less.
That's true. It's when you know people in there, yeah, they should understand our struggle. So
my Spectre receivers are now $20.
Turn One says, we'll just send it to Bobby's house. Your wife will never find out. That's true. You could also buy me airplanes and just send them straight to my house. I'll give you my address.
Until she does, and then guess what? She's gonna tell me, well, you send your airplanes to Bobby's house. You can send yourself to Bobby's house.
Send him over there.
Bobby better have a bed for you.
I know. Hey, it's always good to have a plan B and a plan C. Look, it's not bad. You can live in the doghouse, man. Sleeping on the couch is not bad a couple of times. It's only when you're doing it for months. That's when it becomes a problem.
Oh, my God.
I'm telling you, but
I'm so sorry.
I don't condone any of that, by the way. But no, man. Look, let's see. Omaha, I'll take a couple of questions from you guys. Let's see. Omaha Air Defense. He says, so is this bigger than HSD, or is this as big as Skymaster? So they're talking about scale wise.
That's definitely bigger than HSD.
I don't know. I don't know what the specs are. I'll look up the specs real quick on the HSD. And I think
it's bigger. I'm trying to remember. I had the HSD F-16 version 1. I think I had serial number like 001 or something like that back when.
Yeah.
But it's got to be similar.
Yeah. I'm looking up the specs as we speak, and the specs on theirs say, but remember, you're talking about a foam airplane, over a composite. So let me look here. And why is my internet's just spinning? It's just spinning.
Just is what it is.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't want me to tell you guys.
Yeah.
It literally is.
I actually already have it pulled up on my.
Hey, go ahead. Tell me what's it say. What's it say in the inches?
Hang on, I'm about to tell you right now.
Come on, man. You said you already had it pulled up. There it is.
No, it's already. I got an open tab.
All right, so our length is 71.3 inches in length.
Okay, and theirs is. Let me look. I'm looking at it now.
Wingspan of 52.9.
Okay. Hey, it's just spinning for me. Will, is yours doing that?
No, I got you right here. Hang on. We gonna look at the turbine one or what?
Yeah, the turbine. I mean, there's no difference in size between the two.
There should be no difference in size.
Yeah, there's not.
All right, so wingspan is 52.9 and the length is 71.2 inches.
So
we got it by a 0.1. Just joking.
So,
you got it by 0.1?
So it is bigger. It is bigger by 0.1.
I'm just joking. That's funny.
We'll
just unscrew this pitot tube a little bit more.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
now it's an extra 1/4 inch.
So
there you go.
It's 52. So it's 52.9 inches wingspan, and the length is 71.2 inches long. So yeah. So okay, so they're comparable in size.
No, I'm just joking. It doesn't matter. Yeah. You know, the thing is, guys, there's something out there for everyone. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just have fun with what you can get. That's
You're right. Hey, he wants to know. Bentley Heck says, "Are there any more jets coming out for this company?" I know the answer to that.
We've always got stuff coming. Bobby knows a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, man. Oh God,
we got a lot of stuff that will not disappoint.
Man, I wish I could tell them some of the things that you guys have in the oven, but I can't. But I can't. But
no, there's going to be some really good scale stuff coming out.
Yeah,
that you're going to really enjoy, guys. There's going to be a lot more composite jets coming out too. So this is just the first from our manufacturer, which is super cool. We've got L-39s that are coming. There you go.
Yep.
So they're coming. So we're going to evaluate those L-39s and get them going. If you look up JetRuler website, you'll see there's several airplanes on there. And we're hoping to carry every single one of them for you. So,
and there you have it, guys.
And a lot more.
Well, look, I'm going to transition to this last thing before we go, because we've been rolling for an hour and 17 minutes. But guys, don't forget to give us a thumbs up while you're in here too, by the way. That rocks the algorithm and lets YouTube know that people actually enjoy this kind of content. So,
I mean, hopefully you guys enjoy the talking, this and that, getting you guys at least up and in, and details on things, and you guys can ask questions. You guys know where I'm at. You guys can ask questions on Messenger, any of that, whatever you need.
I'll tell you what, you got them beat. You got them beat in weight. They're 18 pounds, 18.7 pounds on the HSD Jets turbine.
And look, guys, I know this isn't as cool as that jet Jeremy's got over there.
Yeah, see, we're showing 17.8 pounds.
Let me tell you something. Hey, look, I know that jet is awesome, but guys, this right here is from FMS. This is the FMS Cessna. It's $259. If you use that code right there, $10, what is it? Money sign, $10 RCPR. You get $10 off of this thing. And it's a really nice looking airplane. Just released a video of that last week. Flies really good, super scaled. The lights are all amazing. And it's a really nice looking airplane. So if you're looking for an easy flyer that's completely scaled out, dude. I mean, this thing is so scaled out. It's nutty, dude. This would be a
really scheme they should have painted it as.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
You guys got to guess.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I think they should have did a different scheme.
Dude, I like that color. Well, they have it in that scheme and they have it in the blue, but I like the burgundy, man. I don't know.
I'm gonna guess somebody on here guess
the burgundy is different. I like the burgundy.
Yeah, I like the burgundy, but I think the blue or the bright red would be a very good thing. But it's a really nice airplane. So for $259 and you get $10 off of that at FMS hobby.com if you use my code, dude, it's a crazy deal. So, and also too, you know, I get a little kickback off of that thing. I think I get like $5 or something like that if you use the code. So it's nice. So it makes it so I can get these cool turbine jets. So I can be like,
there you go, Bentley. You said it right.
You know, I want to be like
Iron
him.
Eagle scheme.
That's it. They need the Iron Eagle scheme. Yeah, he's right.
So you can run the snake.
Man. But guys, there's a lot of cool things. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time checking us out, we do this every Thursday night at 8:30. And look, we come in here, we just talk about new airplanes. We talk about good things that are coming to the hobby, the bad, and it's just a good group of dudes just hanging out, sharing a bunch of information. And yeah, that's what we do, man. I mean, that's literally what we do. The whole point of this channel and this platform is to get a bunch of guys together and start talking and just having a good time and easing into the Friday. So of people who are like mine. And that's literally it, man. So and look, you guys may see me with a Aerofoam F-22. You know, I just AF F-22. You don't know. You just never know. So as I go into this turbine journey, man, I'm telling you, I'm learning a lot of things. But I've also noticed that while I love my turbines, the EDFs are equally fun. Like, wouldn't you agree, Jeremy? Like, they're still a ton of fun. Like, there
are days that I just feel like taking EDFs out there and just enjoy it. You know, you never really lose the EDF feel. You never really lose the propeller airplane feel. You know?
And I mean,
but you definitely get the adrenaline rush.
You do. You really do.
Bad boys like this.
You really do. It's just a different type of world, man. But man, there we go. But I tell you, guys, hey, we're pretty much wrapping this bad boy up. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, man. It's been a wonderful time. We went almost an hour and 30 minutes. Jeremy brought that bad bird on here. We talked about the J-20. I mean, we talked about a bunch of stuff. Oh, guys. Hey, look, while I still got you guys, I'm going to give you a sneak peek real quick. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. I got the HSD Jets Super Viper turbine, but let me show you something. I'm going to show you something that we had a little fun this weekend, and Will was there and helped me out on it. So let me just key this thing up real quick.
Uh-oh, Will's got some type of
and
smirk going on. He knows what's going on.
I just want to
We're all in anticipation here.
You know, it's always something crazy when me and Bobby get together, man.
I just want to share, man. I had so much fun. Let me see here. I think that's it. And I just want to blow that up right there. And then I'm going to move over her. All right. Let me just share this with you guys. I don't want to share a lot, but I'm going to just share a little bit. But this was some fun that we had, man. And I'm telling you, this is just about the turbine adventure, man. It's just so much fun. But I'm going to share this with you. But check this out, guys. Here we go. To 50. So here we go.
Smoke on.
There you go. Just booking it, man. Just having a good time.
It's a really fun addition. And the smoke system comes pre-installed in these airplanes.
I love
so that's something that is really unique
on a turbine,
HSD.
man.
So
it's just different. Check this thing out.
Coming down the
line. My Thunderbird has smoke on there.
There you go.
And you gotta have it. You gotta have it with the demo jets that have smoke.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
We got a dead stick on the field.
All right, you're clear.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And look, there's a dead stick,
and he's down. Nice.
And I had to come by the dead stick airplane
here so he can grab his plane. Go ahead. Well, first we're gonna smoke it out.
Yeah, we had to smoke the guy's airplane out.
You know your smoke is going to be even thicker when you have less throttle on there, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Right if we can.
Oh,
absolutely. So there we go, man. Ton of fun. But yeah, that was a slow pass, so you can see the smoke was thicker. I should have dropped the flaps in.
Do you really buy your smoke, or are you making your own smoke?
I'm buying the smoke. Yep, I'm buying it. So I'm not making
my own smoke.
You make your own smoke.
Yep. Make your own smoke. You growing your own smoke?
Was that what we saw Will doing when he first came in here? Was that it?
Kind of smoke? No, there's no. So I
make it.
So I do 5 gallons of diesel, 5 bottles of P. Diddy baby oil.
Oh wow, we did that. The baby
and it's
P. Diddy brand baby.
All right,
and it works. And it works great.
I think it's time to get off the line now.
That's hilarious. I also support that.
I don't have 1,000 bottles of it. All right, I'm not like that.
but I'm sure you could justify it though, right? Yeah. It's perfectly
funny.
fine.
It's funny because when you buy baby oil and you don't have a kid with you or anything like that, the people really look weird. It's like it's for smoke in a jet.
Exactly. Yeah, man.
Yeah, right.
Well, I might talk to you about that because as much as I've been smoking up the skies, man, it's that if at $40 a gallon, it gets a little expensive. So Keith Dunn, certainly appreciate the $9.99 super sticker, man. You guys have been wonderful, dude. We've had 2 people come in and just kill it, with the super chats. Bob Turner and Keith Dunn, man. You guys are super supportive of the channel. Really appreciate everything, guys. Any donation always goes towards, I'm telling you straightforward, it's going to a turbine jet. Like, it's just going to happen. So you will definitely see the proceeds that you're giving to the channel. So not to sound like a telethon, it just is what it is. So, Jeremy, what you got in your hand right now?
With it, right?
Oh, I got that pylon, and I just was tapping it on the thing, and it broke.
Oh,
so,
well,
again, like I said, not as sturdy as what's on here. So,
hey, Bill, by the way, I appreciate you pushing up those likes up to 30, man. I super salute you, man. I really appreciate that. So,
Bill's a really supportive guy, man.
He is,
as well as all the other people in here.
Yeah,
and look, Bill, he makes sure that those likes get pushed.
He does, and I certainly appreciate that too. So, oh my gosh, what is that? What is that? Do they know you have that?
That's a 3D printed JDAM.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Man.
Well, look, guys.
Can we launch it for real?
Well, you put the little free wing launcher thing right here, and then you can stick it up on that big F-16 they got.
Unreal.
Drop it.
Well, look, guys. Hey, look. I think it's time to punch out. We've been rolling for an hour and 26 minutes. And, man, I think we just had nothing but success, man. This has been a wonderful show tonight, man. Jeremy, I appreciate you coming on and dropping the knowledge on the J-20. And then you kick us in the teeth with that Viper back there. And, man, I mean, I said Viper, that F-16. And, yeah, man, I just really appreciate it. And we'll certainly appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. And just asking some good, vital questions, man. We got a nice little network of dudes over here. So, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Certainly don't forget to check out bananahobby.com and Banana Hobby's Facebook group. If you haven't jumped on it already, go ahead and do it so you can get the updates. And also check out RC Pilot Will's channel as well. Click the bell so you get when he gets the videos dropped out, guys. Look, we're a nice little RC community here. So, hey, man, we always spread the love and the wealth, man. So, we got a lot of guys that are in the comment section that have their own channels or trying to grow their own channels. I know Gooniac has one, and there's a couple other people in here. So, hey, super supportive on this side over here. So, guys, I hope you have a wonderful
178 day. Is Will training for the turbine.
There it is.
Buddy boxing.
All right, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
There you go.
That's what we're gonna do.
And you know what? We actually could buddy box.
Yeah, you have to do buddy boxes.
So. And Will, you showed me how to buddy box off that in my radio. So yeah, there's no reason not to now. It'd have to be one of my cheaper. It'd have to be one of my
cheaper happen.
But guys, certainly appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us. We're gonna punch on out of here. So guys, I hope you have a wonderful Friday. Make sure you fly. If it's cold where you're at, put some clothes on and get out there and be like Jeremy and fly in 0-degree weather. Because we're just dedicated to the calls. And with that said, we'll see you next Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all have a good one.